Yeah.
We just scramble up from here.
You go first. No, you go first on your own.
Wishes start talking.
I was gonna say, are you camera across? Whoa.
We're gonna come back down with a set of rules for a living.
I believe.
All right.
Oh, we're coming up. Okay.
Isaac, Leo, be careful.
Okay. Yes, sir. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey. Come on, buddy. Buddy.
When it rains, so there's water.
Good to have a seat there.
See when I have sea trees.
I don't mind standing.
Well, then it's fine. Well, for the nuppy people, right?
You can play. Can you get my camera for me, too?
Starting. The universe smiled on us.
Indeed.
A rainbow. Ah.
Oh my
And a rainbow.
You guys offers blessings of support for this woman in her decision to marry this man.
We do.
We all do.
All of us.
We'll get to you guys too. But we were looking for those guys. So friends and loved ones, we stand here today to share with Andrew Myers and Nancy Trencasey a very important moment in their lives. With each moment they have been together, Andrew's and Nancy's love and understanding of and for each other has grown and matured. And now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife in matrimony. This is both commendable and honorable among mankind. Therefore, it should not be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, and solemnly. Into this sacred union, these persons now come to be joined. Dear Andrew and Nancy, today you are surrounded by your friends and family, all of whom have gathered here to witness your marriage, this ceremony commencing your sacred union, and to share in the joy of this occasion. As you know, no minister, no priest, no rabbi, no public official can marry you or make your marriage sacred. Only you, yourselves, can do that. By mutually committing to a loving relationship that involves working toward creating an atmosphere of care and consideration and respect for each other. A willingness to face the tension and anxieties that underline human life. And devotion to the other that places them as your beloved above all other loves. You can transform your wedded life into the sacred bond you are proclaiming now to enter. I ask you, the community of people that have chosen to share this moment, do you promise to support this couple in their undertaking of this commitment and take on the duties of bearing witness?
Yes.
We do.
Yeah. Thank you. To you I say, let no one claim that the declaration of this commitment that you behold here tonight did not take place, or that there is no truth to it in the deepest sense of love and commitment. A reading of love from Anne Morrow Lindbergh, Gift from the Sea. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time. In exactly the same way, from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even a lie to pretend to. And yet, this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life and love of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist in the terror of its ebb. We are afraid we'll never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, when the only continuity possible in life, as in love, is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom, in the sense that the dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are, here and now, within their limits. Islands surrounded and interrupted by the sea, and continually visited and abandoned by the tides. This poem reminds us that love is not meant to be and cannot be the possession of one person alone. True love serves as a source of common energy, better and for worse, as a fountain from which you must both draw sustenance. Let your love give you the strength to stand apart, so that you may each seek out your unique destinies and make your special contributions to the world, knowing you have the other's complete support in that personal journey. Kathleen and David, the parents of the bride, would now like to present a reading of their choice.
Would you like us to stay here or?
Where you want to turn and face the...
Okay.
David?
Yes. A Marriage by Mark Twain. A marriage makes two of two fractional lives a whole. It gives two purposeless lives a work, and doubles the strength of each to perform it. It gives two questioning natures a reason for living, and something to live for. It will give new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, and a new mystery to life.
Union by Robert Fulghum. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in a car, over a meal, or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. An acquaintance, a friend, a companion, a lover, a dancing partner, even a teacher. For you've learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
And now, from the 5th century BC Athens, one of the world's first female poets who sang her poetry at weddings, speaks to you, the bride and groom. Without warning, as a whirlwind swoops an oak, love shakes my heart. If you will come, I shall put out new pillows for you to rest on. Thank you, my dear. You came, and you did well to come. I needed you. You have made love blaze up in my breast. Bless you as often as the hours have been endless to me while you were gone. like a quince apple ripening on the top branch in a treetop, not once noticed by harvesters, or if not unnoticed, not reached, like a hyacinth in the mountains, trampled by shepherds until only a purple stain remains on the ground. We drink your health. Lucky bridegroom, now the wedding you asked for is over, and your wife is your girl you asked for. She's a bride who is charming to look at, with eyes soft as honey, and a face that love has lightened with his own beauty. Aphrodite has surely undone herself in doing honor to you. Although a marriage is officially a contractual union sanctioned by the state which invests its power, myself and surely all of those who are here today wish, hope, and pray that it blossoms and grows into much more than that. It is intended to be an institution of love, trust, learning, healing, joy, pain, pleasure, and even more. Much more than that will be experienced by both of you. We, your friends and family, wish for you in this experience a home. Not just a place of stone and wood, but an island of sanity and serenity in a frenzied world. We hope that this home is not only a place of private joy and retreat, but also serves as a temple wherein the values of your life are generated and upheld. We hope that your home will encompass the beauty of nature, that it will have within it the elements of simplicity, exuberance, silence, color, and a concordance with the rhythms of life. We wish all the things that represent the highest striving of men and women. We also wish you children, who will not be mere reflections of yourself, but who will learn from you your best traits, who will teach you to lovingly accept your own faults and challenges, and will go forth to advance the values you shall have instilled in them. We hope you will pass on to your children the concept of family, not as an obligation, but as a transcendent force which brings people close in times of joy and in times of need. And we further wish that at the end of your lives, which one day will surely come, you will be able to say these two things to each other. Because you have loved me, you have given me faith in myself, and because I have seen the sacred beauty in you, I have received from you a faith in all humanity and beyond. Finally, we wish that you always remember that marriage is a sacred union of whole beings who love themselves enough to be able to share their life with another in a way that supports the others in their passions and in their progress no matter what the situation brings. The sacred quality of marriage is not brought to it by anyone or anything outside of it, but is instead fashioned by the two beings that realize their own sacred qualities while witnessing the sacred qualities of the others. It is with this understanding that you now offer each other your wedding vows. Andrew, what vows do you have to offer Nancy?
Nancy, I promise to be your loyal partner and companion, to always value your needs and desires, and to make sure that you feel my love in your heart every minute of every day. I promise to treat your dreams and aspirations as my own, and to do everything I can to nourish your personal growth, and to create a life with you, and for our new family that grows out of our combined ideals, talents, and passions, to care for you when you're sick, and to cherish our life together both in times of scarcity and abundance. Most importantly, I promise to be your best friend, your partner in crime, and your cosmic traveling companion for all of your life's big adventures, and to be every bit as devoted to you as I am today, every day for the rest of our lives, until finally, one day long in the future, death do us part. I love you more than words can say.
Andrew, may you also repeat these traditional vows. I, Andrew Myers, take you, Nancy Trincasi,
take you, Nancy Trincasi,
to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. And hereto I pledge my faithfulness in our decisions. Nancy, what vows do you have to offer?
My mascara right?
Not yet.
Andrew. I promise that I will always associate our love with the classic romantic literature and poetry I read. I promise not to get annoyed when you come home tired from work and want nothing more than to play your Formula One racing. I promise to respect our differences and to try and understand and embrace the things in your life that are new to me. I promise to do the same for our children, if we have any. I'll always respect their individuality and give them a safe place to grow and connect with their own spirits. I promise to grow and change with you, and to share the new things I learn in life. I promise to support your dreams. I'll always be your biggest fan and unwavering ally. I promise never to lose my sense of urgency in exploring the world we live in. You'll always be my cosmic traveling companion. I promise to massage your feet if they become arthritic in your old age, and to care for your aging body with the utmost amount of tenderness as we grow old together. I promise to make sure that the children we bring into this world together, if we have any, will scatter our ashes together, or bury us next to each other, however we choose to lay our bodies and rest in our final years. I promise to burn into my soul the need to find you in the afterlife, if one exists, which is why I wanted to do this ceremony with you. I give you my promise that my love for you is never ending. I'll always try my best with you, and work hard to maintain the friendship that made this partnership possible.
Nancy, may you also repeat these traditional vows. I, Nancy Trincasi,
I, Nancy Trincasi,
take you, Andrew Myers,
take you, Andrew Myers,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. And hereto, I pledge my faithfulness to our decisions. Have you tokens or gifts for each other? Make sure you get the right one.
I have a right one.
Andrew, please take Nancy's hand and repeat after me. In the spirit of ultimate love,
In the spirit of ultimate love,
which is eternal, constant, and has no end or beginning,
which is eternal, constant, and has no end or beginning,
I offer you this ring
I offer you this ring
as a token
as a token
to symbolize my giving you
to symbolize my giving you
in this union
in this union
all that I am
all that I am
and ever hope to be.
and ever hope to be.
In this union all that I am and ever hope to be. As a symbolic gesture of the union that today you realize has and always will exist, each of you shall now imbibe from your chalice and together be inspired by the essence of the vows you've just exchanged. Nancy and Andrew. As with a pearl, it is your flaws just as much as it is your beauty that makes you both priceless. Thus, the union that you forged today is just as priceless and unique. It is, of course, my duty to remind you that the sacred union that you now forge will be maintained only with communication, playfulness, the fire of the soul, and the novelty of renewal. We offer blessings to your union with energy that will undoubtedly bring you abundance and fulfill throughout your matrimonial journey. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy tells us that the answer to the meaning of life is the number 42. The 42nd teaching in the Tao Te Ching tells us that it begot one, and one begot two, and two begot three, and three begot 10,000 things. For one gains by losing, and loses by gaining. By entering the sacred union, you both lose your singularity by gaining your plurality with each other, and begin your life's journey to beget those tens of thousands of rare and unique things. May your sacred union have the blessing and the energy of all the elements that witness this glorious beginning. Tonight, the wind smiles, the earth tingles, the stars dance, the fire of the sun reflected in the light of the moon all pay homage to you, their beautiful son and daughter, who have chosen to walk the rest of life's journey with each other. By the power vested in me by the state of Arizona and the Universal Life Church, I now pronounce you, Andrew and Nancy, husband and wife. May you now seal your sacred union with a kiss. At this moment, let us all congratulate Nancy and Andrew Myers. So we're going to take about 15 minutes to take some pictures, and then we're going to ask everyone to head back to the reception, and the bride and groom will take pictures of themselves, and we'll enter back at the... Perfect!